So I'm recording this specific thing. So let's say this is like second session of a Java thing. So now in this course, Udemy course, Java programming for complete beginners, which I already mentioned. If you are completely new, just try to understand what is Java, get a feel of Java, and within the Jshell, you can try to do up to at least getting started with programming or something like introduction to multiplication table. He'll just show what is what with respect to Jshell, who this author Ranga Karna. So just get a basic idea on this Java. Then, if you have any doubts, yes, we can definitely discuss. That is the very first thing. If you know have no doubts, that is well and good. Then next thing I want you guys to do is this within the Jshell. I mean section step. You can say up to this step 9. I mean this one is enough. Say this specific section is enough, or up to here is enough. That's enough. Then section 4, you don't need to get into it. You can just skip it. Let me just write down what I'm saying. Section 4, you can skip. So what I mean to say here is, in the initial sections, like installing Java, you can proceed. Then in Jshell, just first two topics is enough. I think this is section 3 as per that. Then you can skip section 4. You don't need to even focus on that. I mean, not required. Way to waste your precious time. Then in the section 5, what you can do is, yeah, you can do the entire section. No, section 5 entirely again. Yeah, you can do the entire section 5. You can do entire section 5. Let me give a brief overview of completely. Do entire section 5. In the section 5, what you will learn is some basics of Java you will learn. What I mean by Java basics, in the sense, there is something called object-orientedness. What do you mean by object-orientedness is, now let's say you are there, you have parents, classical example. There is something called inheritance. Most of you might be having some qualities from your parents or from relatives, whatever. So ultimately, everything in this world is an object, which we say object-oriented programming, which is what we say. So in that section 5, you understand what is this object-oriented programming. That is what is there in this section 5. At the end, they mentioned create and compile planet charge Java class. Planet in the sense like what we have planet, Earth is a planet, that kind of stuff. So you'll get some idea. You can do section 5. Then in section 6, I don't want to again go deep. Debugging, all those things not required. Creating a new project. Yeah, in section 6, you can just skip it. You don't really need to go more into this. GitHub book means you'll just say what it is. Then a bit more details of object-oriented programming. Then in section, you can skip section, I mean, I will not even say, you can just leave it. Then in section 8, you can do topics from, basically chapters from 75 to 79. So basically when you do these chapters, they automatically have some exercises. So you can do those stuff. I mean, 75 to 79, again, this guy has some things. Yeah, let's say 80, 75 to 80. So basically what you can do is, with respect to this Java stuff, I mean, so you're reading the installation part here, then in the Jshell, which is section 3, you get some idea what is Jshell. Section 4 is not required. Then what I'm telling you to do is, in section 5, do the entire section 5. means how Java is, you get some idea. Then in the section 8, I want you to again get a feel of an extension to the section 5. Do some basics here. If you have doubts, you can ping me. I think some of you ping me offline, like I have a problem with virtual machine, all those. That will come to the next one. But with respect to Java, yes, first get a feel of what is Java, all those things. I'm not, I mean, I'm not expecting you to understand each and everything. It's not, it will take a lot of time. So first, just practice what I said. And if you want to do your own study also fine, you can just ask me, we can discuss. So right now, Ibrahim and few others who are quite interested in doing. If you have any questions, we can discuss now. Otherwise, what I will do, I'll just stop this recording so that I will get into the DevOps mode. So with respect to Java, yeah, just do try to do by these things by Monday if you guys can. What is that? Building on top of the previous section. I think some of you are in section, I mean, chapter 6 or whatever. So what I'm suggesting is within the section 3, do these few topics, then entire section 5, and then within section 8, do those specific areas. So go step by step. I'm not expecting you to do entire thing. So before we stop this specific thing, I mean, I'll stop the recording here and then I'll get on to the DevOps one. Does any of you have any questions? Okay, someone has a question. No, sir, I have no questions. That course is pretty simple and easy to understand, but I'll definitely ask if I have any doubts. Okay, very good. Good, Ibrahim. Good, go ahead and yes, do it. If you think you can do much more, the reason I'm giving very specific sections is, see, if I ask you guys to spend each of you 10-15 hours, it's not so easy. It's very time consuming and it does not go into the brain. So I'm trying to tell the very specific stuff. Yes, it might be look very simple and I want you guys to do specific things. Okay, and oh yeah, great. Okay, fine. Complete this simple stuff and complete the section 5 thing. And within section 8, do the chapters from 75 to 80. Then now I will just stop the recording and again I'll start the DevOps one. So first I will stop the recording.